Hi, everybody. Russ from My Hammers 11. Hope you're all safe and well. It's Thursday. Week 2 of Lockdown UK has been, or Lockdown England has been done. So we're halfway through, everybody. And as always, we'll be doing our Lockdown Lunch Lives, LLL. I think it's LLL, Triple L, episode 10. So, wow. So. Don't know how I managed it, but no matter. Maybe not. I maybe miscalculated. As always, for this week, we'll be doing our Christmas discussions. It's going to be quite a controversial one today. And I was thinking about doing a thing tomorrow. I was thinking about doing one about like the preview of the West Ham game, but to be honest, everyone else, every other West Ham YouTube channel does. So I've got an idea. We're going to keep Christmas going for tomorrow as well. So let me just introduce this with our little video like we always do. Da, 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 Merry Christmas. So yes, so we're having, it's going to be a controversial one today, but also I think it's going to be one. I see Bart loves me. Whoever Bart Fusco, thank you, Bart. I really appreciate it. As always, like to thank our channel sponsors, Untuck It. Check them out in the description below. Anyone who comments on the videos in the next week gets into a draw and they win a free shirt. Done. Right, so today we're going to talk about the Christmas lunch. A Christmas jump. Yeah, it's a Christmas cardigan, actually, Becky. Thank you very much. Not splitting hairs. Savage Christmas jumper. A West. Oh yes. Anywhere? Is there any knitters anywhere? We could get a West Ham 11 Christmas jumper. That would be awesome. Right. Foes turned up. Oh, only 2.5 minutes in. Well done. And also, I'd like to shout Phil. Obviously, we show Phil's Dimitri Payet. Was it Leclerc? Was it a dairy milk? It was a dairy milk, I can confirm. So it was dairy milk. It wasn't Leclerc. So that's really changed my whole opinion of Dimitri Payet as time at West Ham. So there we go. So anyway, so we're talking about Christmas dinner today. Tomorrow we're going to do Christmas traditions, which I think is going to be quite fun. As who said it? Someone mentioned it. Where's it gone? Yeah. Christmas. It's right in front of me. Christmas telly, presents. When do you do your presents? When do you ever did all that stuff? Everyone does it slightly differently. So we'll do Christmas traditions tomorrow. Today we're just concentrating on the main event, the Christmas dinner, and we've got lots of things we can go through. I think we'll start off with the obvious one. Christmas turkey or something else for Christmas? What do we have as our main event, the main meat for Christmas? Now, Becky, let's get today over with before we get excited. You know, that's great, but let's get today over with. Now for me, now this is gonna be like I should do this at the end. This is a cliffhanger. I don't have turkey for my Christmas dinner. I'm just letting that settle in a little bit. Just letting that settle in. No, I don't have turkey for Christmas dinner. I do cook a turkey crown, but that will be for sandwiches, always. But I have a piece of beef, a nice rib of beef. Oh, I should find the picture. It's like literally, 50. So I won't say how much it is, but like a really big piece of beef. I love it. So yeah, I have Christmas. I have a Christmas joint of beef rather than turkey. But as we have turkey for sandwiches and stuff. But what does everyone else have? What's your main meat? Also, it's like it's just like carry on again. Are you a breast or leg man? Do people want a portion of meat? What's your favorite? What's your main meat? So my main meat is beef, and I have all the trimmings. All the trimmings. You got to have your pigs in blankets. You got to have your stuffing. There we go. Do you like stuffing? There goes another one. Another double entendre. Yeah, I like. Yeah, and then I sort of, I don't like sprouts, and we can discuss the virtues of sprouts. We could. I've got them all lined up here. We could go sprouts. Discuss. and I'm just throwing these questions at it. Is there a place for cauliflower cheese in a Christmas dinner? The answer's no, by the way, just to sort of just preempt you. Um, do we have Yorkshire? And Becky's put a few of these questions together. Do you have Yorkshire puddings for your Christmas dinner? Yes, I do. And so, it's all about today. I'm just going to just put one generic question: Christmas dinner, discuss. There we go. So we're going to talk all those things. We can go through what we got here. Hello, Andy. Nice to see you, mate. Right. I have whatever meat is brought. I hope I get enough and it's not cold. But you got to have cold meat. You have to have enough to have the cold meat for the sandwiches in the evening. Standard. Andy, hope you're well. Turkey, nothing steamed, cooked without legs. So I'll try it dry. Oh, see, now we're drifting off into the lamb territory again, and I'm not a happy man. Beef. Has to be mooing, yeah, exactly. And I like my beef mooing. I'll be honest. My mother-in-law likes it when it's like bone dry. So we have to sort of compromise. He likes a bit of stuffing with sausage. Does old Becky? Yes. Bit of sausage meat stuffing. That's nice. Stuffing, yes. Sprouts, no. Yeah, I'm totally on the board. I'm not a sprout fan at all. I've tried them. I have one. I literally have one sprout at Christmas because it's Christmas. And sort of it's like, yeah, there's my one sprout. I've had it. Yorkshires, yeah, I think you have to have Yorkshire puddings, don't you? I mean, I would, and because I'm up in beef and Yorkshire pudding, sprouts has to be hard, not soggy. Okay, so like a bit of purchase on your sprout, you like, Ken. What about like ones when we do them in bacon and stuff like that? Do people like them, or do you just have them sort of boiled and then maybe in a little butter afterwards? Okay, Yorkshire puddings with that's just like, yeah, good point. It makes it a normal roast. But what about pigs in blankets? Pigs in blankets, mate. You don't have pigs in blankets for a normal roast, do you? You wrap those bad boys up with streaky just for Christmas. So, yes, no, Andy, exactly. Boxing Day dinner, I prefer more because you do all this stuff in it. It takes forever. The turkeys, if you cook turkeys or whatever, everything takes it's so long to prepare everything for what is in essence a Sunday roast, but just like added a little bit extra. And I mean, we had Chuck's comment yesterday, and he said something about a couple of years ago there was like him and his wife and his kid who's like 30 or whatever. They just went to like KFC on Boxing Day and just had like leftovers for Christmas. Why not have you should be able to have what you want in it rather than think you have to have a roast dinner with all the trimmings. And it's always far too much veg, isn't it? It's far too much veg. And my family, they like a bit of everything. So he's got his mounds of veg and no one bloody eats it. And you can't have that cold. Would you eat a cold sprout? Good question. Would you eat a cold sprout? Becky probably would. Do you have them on their own, or do we cook? I would. Well, I don't eat them, but I cook them in bacon just because at least they don't smell as bad. Do you know what I mean? It smells of bacon rather than of sprouts. There's loads of comments coming in. If there's cold meat left over, put it in the microwave. You say you put it in the microwave, so you're warming up. Is that wise? Can you do that? I don't. It's pork. I know you can't warm pork up, can you? But gotta have it cold with a few pickles, a bit of pickle, and even a sandwich or whatever. Yeah, top bombing. Pigs in blankets are so good. Yeah, and so they're for Christmas dinner, aren't they? You wouldn't naturally go, oh, I'm having a roast today. Oh, it's all there, but something's missing. Oh yeah, my sausage wraps in bacon. No, that's what you have at Christmas, surely. Steamed sprouts, not wrapped. Yes, the strawberries. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yes, no. Cauliflower cheese. No, sorry, nah. No. As I said yesterday, it's the smell. I can't stand the smell. I really can't. It's washing up afterwards, and it brings me back to my childhood. I was like, ugh, I don't like it at all. Turkey curry for Boxing Day, yes, nice idea. Or maybe some turkey fajitas. There we go. That's snazzy up a little bit. That's what I do, and then I put the I do loads of roast potatoes, and I make sure the next day then I do a sort of a bubble and squeak / hash brown type thing where basically I mash it up and fry it in butter. Oh, I can't wait. How long we got? Month and a few days. Does anyone have anything totally different? Yeah, I mean, is it some people have fish on here? Well, are we all traditionalists, or duck or goose or on those three birds? Does anyone have three birds at Christmas? A three bird roast at Christmas? That's the question we're asking today. A different twist on. Oh, here we go. This is what boil them, mash them down a butter and salt into a white pan. Oh, wouldn't eat them. Still wouldn't eat them, but that sounds nice. Bubble and sweet with leftover veg. Yeah, you can do. Yeah, exactly. That's a good point. But then it's like, what veg is left? It's always the nasty veg, isn't it? It's left I'm getting like acid reflux thinking about just literally thinking about cauliflower cheese. It's making me go a bit. I'm against in general. Yeah, it should be illegal. I'm totally and Phil's still alive despite the fact he's been microwaving his meat. So we've all learned something today that Phil microwaves his meat, which is very, very good. And Becky likes a stuffing. Stuffing. Sorry, stuffing. I misread that. Sorry. Turkey. Yeah, why not? I mean, the turkey's already cooked. You just put some spices in. It's a bit like it's the modern day turkey curry, really, isn't it? So I'm not around, but this is well. Technically, yeah, neither will I be because I think the game's still going ahead at home, isn't it? So I don't think we'll have fans there, unfortunately. So yeah. Oh, I'm gonna miss that. Oh, what a shame. But then we're not playing again. We're not playing the 28th, are we? That's my anniversary, my wedding anniversary. So that's it. We always end up playing the 28th. So I always miss the wedding anniversary, and then my wife makes a joke on Facebook that that I love West Ham. It's against the anniversary, and West Ham's my first love, and yada yada yada. And we'll talk about my wedding one day because that's all about West Ham. It's quite funny. Does anyone else have three birds on Christmas Day? That's the question. Does anyone have a three-bird roast on Christmas Day? That'll be fun. Would it make the day go quicker, wouldn't it? With a three-bird roast, to be honest. There's usually rubbish telly on, usually Sound of Music and stuff, and Top of the Pops. And that's what we'll do tomorrow. We'll find out, when do people have their dinner? When do they open their presents? Do they do anything weird? Do they do anything on Christmas Eve that's tradition? It's all this stuff which is like everyone will have slightly different takes of things. And you do the most random things for the most random reasons. And it's because it's tradition. It's like me eating my one sprout because it's Christmas. It's just pointless. Here he is, and look at Andy. Andy's living the dream. Look at that. Look at cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Raining money in the Miles household. Turkey and beef with horseradish. Horseradish, you see that? It's a different, is it horseradish? But then you've got turkey. So, is it cranberry? What if they both got together in the plate? Yeah. Yes, indeed. What we got, as long as it's hot and steaming, I hope we're talking about you and your microwave meat rather than your free bird roast. But yeah, as long as it's hot and steamy in the middle, you're okay, man. That's my rule for life. If it's hot and steamy, we're okay. We're good to go. No problems at all. What veg do we have? Yeah, what's on the veg? And it's interesting, Becky, you haven't put potatoes in that veg selection, but you put parsnips. Are potatoes a vegetable? I don't know, to be honest. Sprouts, carrots, parsnips. Yeah, we'll have potatoes. I'll have parsnips. I'll have peas. Maybe obviously carrots, naturally. They'll do Brussels, like runner beans, maybe. And what else? I'm a big fan of asparagus, but I wouldn't really have it at Christmas dinner, probably not. But then my daughter likes asparagus. I don't know. But that's usually the standard. It's usually pretty standard. Yeah, my new quote. I should get a T-shirt with that. If it's hot and steamy, it's good to go. I don't like sloppy meat. That was yesterday's quote. Today, it's always good to go. Right. So, what are we eating for dinner? So, yeah, I forgot potatoes, which always get roasted. Yes, core. They're lovely. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, and does everyone do anything special with their potatoes? Do we do anything special with our potatoes to get them to work? I mean, I like, and it's just popped up with Lee as well. I'm very similar with Lee. Lee uses a goose fat for his roast potatoes. I do the same thing, or a bit of beef dripping, because obviously I'm cooking the beef because I have beef. So I sometimes use the dripping that comes out of the beef and put that in my roast potatoes. Very, very good. I I boil them to the point where they're literally falling apart. I do that first thing in the morning, and then I let them completely dry and go cold. Make sure that the oven's really, really hot. Put some beef dripping in, or some goose fat, whatever you've got, basically, or duck fat, whatever. I toss it in a bit of onion salt and and garlic granules. Throw those bad boys in. Foamy dabbler, nicely all crusty and fluffy on the inside, crusty on the outside. Lovely stuff. The only tip, I think that's tip them, is goose fat and a good shake before they go in the oven. Exactly. A good old shake. But if you cook them to the point where they're literally falling apart and leave them to dry, they just create this crust. Because like all the I don't know. I do not know the science behind it, but it works. I got off Tom Kerridge. That's what he does in his potatoes, and that was very, very good. I remember watching an interview with Michael Caine, and he cooks his potatoes. I don't know why they asked the discussion, but he cooked his potatoes completely cold. The oil is completely cold, but I don't see the point of that. I'm sure it would soak in, but anyway. You've missed loads. 16 minutes of gold. That's what you've missed for. Sprouts, broccoli. You see, we haven't mentioned broccoli. Parsnips, duck fat. We're basically talking about Christmas dinner, the main event. What do we have? Sprouts, discuss. Cauliflower cheese. Is there a place for it? Whatever. Yorkshire puddings. It's just gone crazy. It's just gone off the charts. Do you have a 3-bird roast? Do you like stuffing? Are you leg or breast man? Do you fancy a portion? All these types of things. We're going with today. Andy, I have all veg. It's okay. So, and you've obviously got your plate divided up. So you've got half meat and stuffing them. So just half meat in general. You've gone for a quarter of potatoes and a quarter of veg. Interesting. And obviously gravy over the whole lot, I would hope. Because that's the best part. I like a thick gravy. I don't like a watery gravy. I like a gravy almost like treacle, that thick, just like, maybe not that thick, but so it sort of stays. It doesn't just fall off the food. So half of it, yeah, very good. That's a plate and a half. No, it's not a plate and a half. No, it's not. He's got a quarter, and a half. So he used the juices from the meat and put them over the top, and half of them, and he's got it sorted. He's got a system, and I respect that. I wouldn't have broccoli with my Christmas dinner, but yeah, well, exactly. It's like, and we said the thing about Yorkshire puddings and things like that. You have different, force them straight into sprout. He's just answered the questions. Bosh. So he sprouts, no to cauliflower cheese, sprouts, no. Cauliflower cheese, no. Leg, yes. Done. See you soon, Andy. 4's done. Do we have sauces? I don't like a cranberry. I don't like a sweet sauce. I don't like bread sauce. I don't like even horseradish. I don't like it. I don't like mixing sweet and savoury in general. So cranberry sauce, no, I'm not a fan at all. What do we have? What Bisto dripping from the meat? Both. We have both. We have Bisto, and we have some of the juices from the meat, the resting juices from the meat. Sometimes you might go a bit fancy. You might go to Sainsbury's and buy some, packets. They do sort of the stock, and I make up a gravy. But more often than not, we try. I mean, I used to really go to town, spending like the day before prepping everything, and then last year, like my wife just literally got it all out of Marks and Spencer's, and we just threw it all in the oven. I did the potatoes, and it was great. Cranberry sauce, yes. Pigs in blankets, yes. Okay, well, I agree with the pigs in blankets, but not. What we've got: onion gravy for me, thick as you like. We're talking about the gravy, aren't we, Ken? Just want to confirm that. See. Got to be thin gravy, thin enough to drink, but you can drink surely, as long as it's pourable, you can drink it. Not like that thick water. Do you see that thick water that people drink, which is for people who have difficulty drinking water, and it's like gloopy? That's sort of how I like my not like gloop, but it's sort of thick. That's how I like a good thick shake, a thick gravy. That's sort of how I like my gravy. turkey sandwich. I remember, I think it was my wife's uncle had like so much turkey once left over. He went to a farm and bought a turkey that he was eating for like a week and so afterwards, and so much so that he actually got food poisoning because it just got horrible. There we go. I don't do sauces either, but I do have in well, I suppose you can't really not have it in an M&S Christmas sandwich. You do have the cranberry, so you have the moist maker, as Russ would say, and you have to accept. You do have to accept it because it's what's in the packet, isn't it? And unless you're going to take it out and get a knife and scrape it, that seems a lot of effort. Ken has mint sauce with everything. With Frosties, Frosties. You can tell I've got a young daughter. Yes, on everything, Ken. That's really interesting. Do you put? My dad used to put extra vinegar in his mint sauce. I remember that to make it more vinegary. But yeah, funny. Before ever goes for thick gravy on my dinner. Yes, I like it a lot. So Kent likes it a lot. There we go. The mint. I'm two things in front. Moist maker is a sentence I plan to use daily. Yes, that was my wrestling name, Russ the Moist Maker Button. So. Oh, I love doing this thing. It's so funny. Yeah, I think you are outnumbered on the thin gravy. I just think there's no point having a gravy if you pour it and it just like a thin gravy literally just like falls off the meat and just like creates a puddle and that's not a bad thing, but it's just nothing to. With thick gravy, it sort of rests, doesn't it? And then it's sort of like just it's like a thick sauce. It just coats it. Yeah, that's it. It coats it rather than sort of adds to it as a moist maker. Hi Lee, hope you're well. So we're talking about Christmas dinner today. The main event, it's the main thing we're talking about. Sprouts discussed. We're talking what meat you eat, whether you like a portion, whether you're a leg or breast man, whether you like stuffing, whether you've whether you've ever had a 3-bird roast. It's just as Becky said, it's just like a 1970s Carry On film today, and why not? Do you know what I mean? We still got 2 weeks to go in this, so Russ the Moist Maker Button, yeah. Oh dear. Sometimes I just got to stop talking, really. What we got here, thin gravy, is pointless to me. So yeah, it is. I just don't see the point. I don't see the point. You can't taste it, surely. It's literally there just for moisture, where I think gravy should be it's a sauce, isn't it? Really, so it should, you wouldn't have like a thin peppercorn sauce on your steak, would you? Or a thin béarnaise, for example. What do we have? Do a big breakfast on Christmas? Yeah, I mean we can move on and talk about sort of. I want to do more tradition stuff tomorrow, but we can carry on doing food stuff today, and then we'll do the tradition stuff tomorrow. When do you have your dinner and stuff like that. So, no, I don't have a breakfast on Christmas Day. I don't think because we'll talk about that tomorrow. But I'm up early and stuff like that. But so with the dinner, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's basically my day, to be honest, Andy. To be honest, exactly. What do we meet? What meat do I eat? Yes. Also, don't forget, I don't like sloppy meat. So there we go. Does anyone have ham their Christmas dinner? They leave it to the evening. A ham? A roasted? I suppose you could have it. Well, it's more gammon, wouldn't it? You wouldn't have ham, would you? You wouldn't have a packet of wafer thin ham with your spuds. But then is that double bacon? Is that double ham if you've got your pig in blankets? But gammon, gammon. Some people have a nice honey roasted studded gammon. Do you have a studded roast? That's the question. Nah, I don't. Yeah, I'd keep it for evening with pickles and next day Boxing Day pickles. Bex, does it make you the best for you? If so, if it all matters. Lee, you're right. Everyone is different. Everyone has their own, and that's why I think tomorrow's will be quite fun talking about traditions. Everyone does things a little bit differently at Christmas. When they open their presents, when they do, I don't know, when they do the crackers and all that stuff. That's why I think it'd be quite interesting. You do need thick gravy. 4 has ham with his Christmas dinner. I don't do dense sauces. Oh dear, I love the way we've described your sauces as dense in consistency. I don't have gammon. Gammon or ham, least favourite. Okie dokie. A roast ham. I don't do that, but someone I know does. I don't think they whack it out of a. Yeah, could you imagine just those horrible Tesco sandwich packets trying to peel it like wafer thin? Oh god, that'd be so depressing, wouldn't it? Gammon possibly could be. Yeah, it can be. It can be too salty. You gotta boil it first, don't you? Really, before it roasts, to get the salt out. And I had boiled ham with my Christmas dinner. Fair enough. Fair enough. For and everyone has with the oh, I see. So Phil doesn't like ham, but he'll have bacon. You're just walking into my world. That's what I do. I don't know one thing. I don't like roast lamb, but I like lamb shish kebab. That's what I do. I start drinking about 10 in the morning, which only helps to have either wine is with Christmas. Yeah, I think everyone does, don't they? You have a little a snowball or something like that in the morning, just a little Christmas Bucks Fizz or something like that. Lovely, isn't it? Why not? Why not? See now, Phil is a complete contradiction because he likes bacon, he likes sausages, he likes pork crackling, but he doesn't like ham. That's just my life. Becky loves ham, honey roast ham. It's lovely. There we go. Kent likes ham, but he doesn't like bacon. And we support West Ham. Oh, it's all part of the past. A baby sham? Why not? Why not? I tend to go for more Bucks Fizz. Drink wise, drink watch in terms of Christmas dinner. Usually something like an Asti. Something sort of, rather than really sort of Asti's a bit sweet in it, and yeah, I'm not a big wine fan or stuff like that. Or maybe I'll have a fruity cider. Who knows? Who knows? And the ones in Lidl are quite good, although other fruity ciders are available in other supermarkets. But the ones in Lidl are quite good. Lidl or Aldi? I can't remember what the one is in Hornchurch. But anyway, the one in Hornchurch is quite good. And yeah, I have to get loads. Like my mother-in-law, she likes a. Well, I caught her having one like for lunch the other day, and I was like, "Come on, Pat, what's going on here?" Our lunchtime drinking. We always take pictures of our plates and review it for a few days, and that will be cool. Yes, we'll do that. We'll do that. Review. They do that thing, isn't it? Review my plate. We'll do a My Hammers 11 review your plate, and we'll do mine and just let everyone just take the piss out of me, and then everyone can carry on. So this is what Bex. So this is obviously before the Zambucas come out. She starts with Bucks Fizz. Just to walk around with the yeah. Would you put a straw in there or not bother? For Christmas Day we have a fizzy sweet one. I don't. Yeah, exactly. That's an Asti. That's what I'd have, an Asti, because that's like. Yeah, it just doesn't. It's easy to drink as well, and it's like lemonade, to be honest. And you can say, if my daughter like sniffed it and then had a glass of lemonade, it's practically the same. See you later, Flo. Obviously, you're off. There we go. Nice being you. Chat tomorrow. Schlur for a drink. Yeah, non-alcoholic, isn't it? Schlur. I've just come from the shops and got a toffee apple beer for later. Toffee apple beer. Well, there we go. There we go. Yes, we're going to have a plate off. The Great West Ham plate off. Not nicked from any other well-known show with the word off, and it's a baking show at all. The great Hammers 11 plate off. We'll do that. That's it. Make a note. New content coming out soon. The Great West Ham plate off. I like that. So hashtag no stopping me now. Exactly. Yeah, that's all like that's what you have to do. No straw. Oh, it's about your bottle. Yeah, she just swigs. Doesn't need a straw, bless her. I think the Christmas crackers always get covered with a dinner. Yeah, so you're gonna have to make this plate look good. You know what I mean? It's gonna have to, and I think there'll be extra points for how it's positioned. Obviously the dressing of the table itself. Because it's part of the experience is how the table looks, and maybe put the way you position your what's it called, your cracker, so it looks good. So what we got? We're still talking about the toffee apple beer. Still talking about that. Kent doesn't drink. It doesn't matter. It's Kent. I don't drink a lot. Honestly, I really do not drink a lot. I think I've been to the pub once. I think I've been to the pub once since went on the first lockdown. I'm not a big drinker at all. Never have been. I don't know why. Just doesn't really bother me, to be honest. Phil likes it. Yeah, he likes his ales. That's good. Sod the presentation, all about taste. True, it's true. It's true, Kev. That's what someone who's going to lose the game will say. But yeah, I'm joking. Yeah, but it's not. But it's not really. It's nice to see what everyone else is eating, isn't it? Why not? I don't care. It's like it's going to be quite funny. What we got here? We'll have a drink in the Harrow. Yeah, because it's literally down the road, isn't it? So when it bothers to open, it'll be nice in a couple of weeks' time. Who knows, man? I've got to do one with Ryan as well because he lives here now. But no, I rarely drink, and none of us are boring here. Yes. Well, apart from you just down a whole bottle of Bucks Fizz every 25th of December, but apart from that, I haven't been to most the end of March. Yeah, no, I think I went to part. I think it was literally it was after the first lockdown. Yeah, like to the pub once, and I was like, tell a lie, I had a beer. I tell you what, I had a beer. It wasn't. Was it during lockdown? It must have been during lockdown. It was at the park where they had the cricket on, and there was like a little shack, really, and it's like one bloke with like a pump with Fosters. It was like horrible and warm, but it was nice. But it was nice, and it was like watching two pub teams basically playing cricket. It was like, fair enough. Nowadays, and seem to have new. Yeah, it's true. You get different flavors of everything, can't you? At the moment, gins. Gin's the thing, isn't it? Lots of different flavors of gin, and so yeah, no, it's and I sort of got into that last. My wife's really into gin, and I was never really into it, but yeah, you can sort of drink. It's like beer sort of sits on them. Beer does sort of sit with me, not very well. So yeah, it's sort of you can't drink. I mean, I can't. I know some people can, but I can't drink like pints and pints and pints of beer or lager. I'm a lager man, to be honest. But I do like a gin nowadays. I need to eat for. Yeah, me too. I need to have my lunch before we come on. Maybe I'll have an 11s before we come on. So we'll set up because I'm absolutely starving by the end of this, particularly because it's Christmas. I'm not drunk since I've been drunk. Non-alcoholic beers. What? I'll be honest. What's the point of drinking non-alcoholic beer, Phil? Do you know? Does it taste? Is it because it's like I don't. It's like for me, I see that when people sort of have like corn sausages and things like that. It's like it's sort of a substitute, and it's like why I don't understand it sometimes. But are they nice non-alcoholic beer? I don't drink non-alcoholic beers, so it'd be interesting to see if they tell us if they're nice or not. The last time I probably drank was how much of my body is ready for Christmas. So like literally, you take like what was it 9 months sobering up. That's how pissed you must have got on the boats. I can't wait till we go. I've been obviously since doing this. There's a lot of the guys have said, "Oh, you need to come to the supporters club. And you need to come to here for a drink." So I'm looking forward to when we can do all that. Yeah, love a gin or lime or gin and lemonade. Not mad about a tonic. I think the tonic makes it. There's lots of different types of tonic. Heyman's Old Tom Gin is nice. Maybe Mrs. Budden will get a bottle of that for Christmas this year. Gin, not for me. I prefer Malibu or rum. Nice. Phil Kent had his lunch before. He had pie and mash, thick gravy, and mushy peas. No liquor, as Nigel would say. Of course, as you know, I don't like pie and mash, but I do eat mince pies. The beers, but the beer one tastes more like beer. Oh, might give that a go. Why not? Why not? Listen, don't just cover how drunk I get on the yes, yeah, exactly, yeah. We'll do like a live webcam and just to see Becky get absolutely um annihilate gazeboed at the boats. Good on the government to give us 5 extra days, then want to take 5 back for every day they give us. So lockdown in January, yeah, probably, quite possibly knowing the government, but is what isn't it? We can only play the hand we dealt with when it comes to these things, unfortunately. The Beck's no alcoholic taste. I thought he was talking to Becky. Tastes almost the same. My old man says, yeah. I mean, I've never really thought about it, to be perfectly honest. I don't. Obviously it's great for people who don't drink. I'm not a person who drinks loads anyway. So that being said, when I do drink, I have a session. I wouldn't have like, I'm not one of these people who has like a drink with their dinner every day, or a glass of wine, or on a Saturday have a curry and a bottle of beer. I tend to sort of keep that for when we go out. So I'll go out and have a few, and that's it really. So Becky's in Malibu in years. The boat's been on here. Yeah. Can't wait for them. See the boat are wonderful for it. I was in the boat's last home game before all this pandemic. Will be a match maybe going on or before or after. Well, I can't go on before, can I? Really? Because I'm at the ground 4 hours before. Bex, I've never seen. That's because she's probably under the table, Steve, when you turn up, or she's been escorted off the boat onto a train by the steward. So that's probably why. You have to get there early with Bex before she hits the old Bucks Fizz with just a bottle. Just a bottle. Doesn't need a straw. But yeah, I can't go before, so I have to go afterwards. And yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely. I can't wait. I'm gonna have to. That's something I really, really have missed. Well, that's something I've been looking forward to, because obviously since doing this channel, obviously I've got really sort of good mates with the Hammer Chats boys, and obviously ING United and West, and all the YouTubers. And so yeah, it'd be good to get me out for a drink with them all, and or obviously separately, because some people go to the supporters club, some people go to the boats. So no, it should be good, as long as you don't strip, Russ. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I've seen Bex there as well as Gio, Gonzo, and Charlie. Yeah, I mean, it's their thing, isn't it? It's their thing. So you would hope they'd be there, but the party is always after us. It's always good. Yeah, exactly. And so it's I'm there. I say I'm there 4 hours before. So if it's 3 o'clock kickoff, I'll be there I'll be ready for 11 o'clock in my box. And yeah, it's a long day, but yes, that would be definitely good to be able to do that, because it would be nice to just sort of, see everyone, and obviously we've had loads of people on, like Tony Papworth and stuff like that, who are all on the boats, and obviously John Matomsky and stuff. And yes, it's all good. It's all good. Cheers, Andy. Thank you very, very much for coming. Tomorrow we'll be doing about the traditions, which I'm really looking forward to, because I'm really interested to see how people, what they do over Christmas, the day itself, maybe Christmas Eve. Yeah, you did miss the mince pie chat. It started off as a mince pie chat, and then it just moved into a Christmas pudding discussion, and then just went on and on and on, as these things always do. They're unplanned, unscripted, and that's why I love them, because I end up talking complete gibberish and digging more of myself into holes. And there's always a quote coming out. So I think yesterday's quote was, "I don't like sloppy meat." Today's one is, I think Beck said, oh God, so many comments. I really, really appreciate everyone commenting. It's been a real good. Did we talk about Twiglets and stuff yesterday? Yeah. Beck's on this year today is, it's hot and steamy, it's good to go. And that's my philosophy for life in general, really. And obviously, like to thank. Obviously, we had a couple of donations yesterday, for which we put straight to the food banks, which is great. And that reminds me, keep an eye out. I think tonight there's going to be, you'll see it across all Twitter. We'll be announcing our sort of YouTuber appeal. Is that the best way to describe it? Yeah. So like all the West Ham channels are getting together and doing a big thing for a toy appeal. And so that should be, he says, want to be announced today. I think it's being announced at 8 o'clock tonight. So like Nikki, it's like West Ham Fan TV and they'll all be putting this sort of roughly the same message out. So keep an eye out for that. Yeah, and that's obviously going to lead up to. It's like I've almost done this whole thing in preparation for the Christmas appeal that's coming through. It's almost like, look, look, I've got my bells on my head. Yeah, everyone says I'm a bell end rather than a bell head, but I'll take that. So yeah, that's that'll be good. So keep an eye on that for that, because that's there's gonna be lots of really cool stuff coming out, lots of really cool content as well, I hope as well. What we got here? Oh, see, Steve's got to about football. 3-1. Yeah, I wish. It's going to be tough, in it. It's going to be a real game of attrition. We thought Fulham was bad. I think Sheffield United is going to be a really, really tough game. Football's a massive tradition in my family, Melbourne. Yeah, exactly. So that's what we'll talk about tomorrow. And obviously that sort of leads itself to the fixture list, obviously, as well, isn't it? So if the fixture list is lucky for us, then the traditions keep going. Yeah, we'll talk about New Year's resolutions. Let's talk about them tomorrow as well. Has anyone ever kept one? It'd be interesting to see. Lee reckons 2-0 West Ham. I think we'll win, but I think, yeah, 1 or 2-0. Can't wait to get back on the boats. Yeah, exactly. So many jokes in there. I mean, we've got like loads. We've got Becky, we've got Lee, we've got Steve. No, joking. Yeah, we do. We're trying to have a giggle. Look, as I said, we're still halfway through this lockdown. So, does anyone do the wishbone? Yes. We'll keep that one for tomorrow because no. Does anyone do the wishbone? Let's do it now. Does anyone do the wishbone? That's the question. Because that'd be fun. Have pickles on the side for your dinner. Surely that's like, well, that's I wouldn't have my pickles on the side. I'll be honest, I keep them for the evening. It's for the evening. So yeah. Oh, back to football, Becky. We can't really go into it's the same as the Fulham game. I think we've learned from the Fulham game. I think, to be honest. So no football then, Russ. Rounds of turkey, Brussels sprouts, beer, chocolate, log. Sorted. That's it. What else do you need? Although I'll take the Brussels out, obviously. Do you get your jokes out of a Christmas cracker? No, I write the Christmas cracker jokes. Oh, dear. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I like a Christmas cracker joke. As I said yesterday, I like the ones where they've got trivia in, so you start talking, and you think it's a joke, but actually it's a question. It's like, here's a good one. So like my daughter will be, here we go. I've got a joke. Go on then, Flo. In 1862, which president said Abraham Lincoln? He's like, what? Yeah, oh, it's a bit of trivia. It's not an actual joke, but nah, funny. Becky always does the wishbone. Do you have a technique to win the wishbone? Do you put your thumb on the top, so you get a bit more extra purchase? Same as the crackers. Do you, if you want to win the cracker, do you sort of grab sort of half of it and yank it so you get it? Exactly. Lots of best ones. I don't know, pickles on the side for the evening. Indeed. What else do you need? Well, I've heard 3 birds. Exactly. We've had the 3-bird roast. That'd waste plenty of time over Christmas. Come on, roast. Yes. All right. We'll do one tomorrow. We'll do some Christmas jokes tomorrow as well. Why not? So we'll do Christmas traditions tomorrow. Christmas jokes, whatever. Talk about Christmas TV. When you open your presents, all that type of stuff. As always, my DMs are always open. If anyone's feeling down or whatever, give us a shout, and we'll have a giggle. And obviously we'll come back tomorrow and we'll have the same discussions, and with all of us having a good old giggle about Christmas, and keep funny, keep happy. Do you use your middle finger to do the? I've got look at my hands. They're like sausage fingers. My hands, so like the size of my little finger is probably about the same size as my ring finger. So I would do, if I was doing the thing, I'd do a thumb and an index finger like that. That's how I'd probably win the wit. And then, as I said, with crackers, I will go half in like that and yank it just to win. Anyway, take care, everyone. Hope everyone stays safe and well. As I said, here, if you need a chat or anything like that, give us a shout. And hope you've had a bit of a giggle today, and everyone's starving and needs some lunch. So take care, everyone. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Come on, your irons. And we'll see you again tomorrow to talk about more Christmas traditions. Take care, everyone. Much love. Bye-bye.